What's good, YouTube? Today is a momentous day because today is the day that we're going to be kicking off an all-new series here on the channel. It's going to be focused around Monster Mash. Now, Monster Mash is a deck I've played a lot on the channel. It's one of my all-time favorite decks, not just in Edison format, but like just in the game in general, like going the whole way back, like 10, 15 years. I've always been obsessed with Monster Mash. Always been fixated on trying to make some Monster Mash pile work in every format. But you know, in Edison as well, we've played the deck a lot on the channel the past 2 years. There's a lot of different ways to approach it, and none of them have really worked in Edison format so far. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about in general. Monster Mash has sort of been a complete dud because of the inherent weaknesses in not playing spell traps, of course. But the goal of this new series is going to be to find a way, because I believe the formula can be solved. I believe the code can be cracked. I believe there is a way to make Monster Mash a thing in Edison format. We just gotta find, we just gotta find it. We just gotta figure it out, and hopefully by experimenting with a bunch of different approaches, try to optimize a bunch of different builds, we can maybe find something possibly. Now, we're gonna be kicking off episode 1 here, looking at Zeuxid's. Well, this isn't a Zeuxid's exact list, obviously, but it's pretty close. Zeuxid's Montage Dragon Monster Mash build that uses Orichalcos, Shunaros, and Montage Dragon. Where basically Montage is just this like crazy threat that can OTK from like any position if you ever get a clear shot. And then you play all these big level 10 dudes. You play the Altanans, you play the Machina Forces, you play the Orichalcos, Shunaros, which also let you get huge burn-in with the Gallus. Now, for this build, I think I took out Caius for Sphere of Chaos. This may not be optimal, to be fair. I think Caius is probably better, but I wanted to experiment with this. I think there might be other Monster Mash builds where this works out better, but like having a way to search Gallus, I think could be really good. Especially when you're playing one of these builds with all these level 10s where the Gallus can just randomly kill. If you have like a way to get to Gallus faster, that could definitely be something nice. But I think it might end up that Caius was probably better to be in the slot. I just wanted to test out Sphere because I haven't tried Sphere in this build before. But yeah, other than that, the build is pretty standard. I guess we cut Exodius, so we're on a fewer level 10s than like Zeuxid's build otherwise would be. So those are the like little minor changes we've made, but it's the same idea, right? We're playing the Machina Monster Mash with the Montage Dragon, just trying to like kill people. That's the game plan. So I think we can stop explaining things in this intro, and we can get into the gameplay, see how things go for us with this one, because I thought this would be a good deck to start with, since it's a Monster Mash build that I've talked about a lot on the channel and I've praised a lot on the channel. All right. First replay is up against blackwings. I think we played against a couple of these. I was running into a lot of DB randos who were just leaving after one game too. It was a little bit frustrating, but I guess that's just the way it goes when you're playing against DB randos. So I get dust shooted, which does suck. Since he doesn't take one of our valleys, I think it's fine to summon Valley and just try to hit into set monster, do the brain control play, because we'll have another one anyway. So it's like it's all gonna be fine. But it works out anyway. We get to use the brain control, we get to draw 2 cards, and we draw 2 more level 10 monsters, which is just like, dang. If I hadn't taken out the Exodius, how many level 10 monsters would I be drawing? So we find a Gear Frame, which he makes a mistake. He solemns this one. He should have just bottomless this, because he knew we had like other ways to revive it. So he just like wasted a card there. We do crash with Ashura. Okay, all good. He goes set road, set bottomless. We're going to try to summon this fortress, but unfortunately we run into the other bottomless. At this point, we're just like, all right, we got to use Gores. But then he draws into Blizzard, so now the Gores isn't even good. So it's like, all right, we got to fall back onto the Eltanen, wipe everything game plan, I guess. And now we're getting to a point where our hand is kind of small. I think, yeah, if this back row was Icarus and I went for the Montage play, I would have lost. So I decided to do this instead. But then I make a weird misplay later where, what did I do? I decided to wait a turn here instead of just dropping Montage now. Because if I'm playing around Icarus attack, then using Fader and then trying to go Montage next turn is just going to lose me the game. So I should have just gone for it here and attacked for game, which would have worked. And it ends up working anyway because the back row wasn't Icarus attack, but like obviously this is not particularly smart of me to just like wait a turn there. I think we should have just absolutely gone for it straight away. That's what this deck does. You know, you just go for it and hope it works. And sometimes it does. This game, I legit opened 3 Machina Force, and we get oppressioned. So I think we just end up going next pretty fast because I'm not able to draw my way to an out. And yeah, we have 3 Machina Force in our hand. Like, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? Let's go to the next game. Game number 3. So this game, Orb just like solos. I don't know how else to say it. Like, that's just what happens. Once again, Starlight Road, completely worthless. Both of these games, Starlight Road, completely worthless, by the way. So, you know, that might just take some notes on that one, because I did an anti-Starlight Road rant the other day. I'm just going to be doing it every time I see Starlight Road now, and it's worthless. I'm just going to be like, man, look at this back row that isn't doing anything because it's Starlight Road. So we just, like, drew all 3 gear frames. What is DB Shuffler actually doing, actually? Like, the odds of drawing all 3 of your 3-ofs is pretty low, but it keeps happening, so I don't know. We drop the Fortress, and he flips up Oppression, but that's kind of what we want at this point, because it means, like, even if he does out this Orb, there's no, like, Blizzard, Dad shenanigans going to be happening to us. So we're feeling pretty good just beating him with the 2 gear frames, and it's going to be enough to attack for game, because, yeah, he's just got a bunch of dark monsters into the Consecrated, just like, oh my god, so good. So good. More people need to decide this, honestly. There was, like 2 years ago, the narrative began that Consecrated Light isn't that good against blackwings, because, oh, they just out it with Icarus attack or deck dev. But actually, it's just so false. It just, like, obliterates blackwings a huge percentage of the time. It's got to be some kind of, like, propaganda campaign by bird players. Like, just put Consecrated in your side, for the love of God. So we're against blackwings again, and they accidentally show me their back row. Very funny. I figured it was probably blackwings because they had, like, 2 set. Neither one was Dust Shoot, so the other one was probably Legacy of Yada, meaning that it's for blackwings and not Via Turbo. So here I decided to just stall and hope he doesn't have, like, a Blizzard to go into Brionac to try to rush me down. Here we draw into Gallus and then try to draw to find our way to a Montage Dragon for lethal, since we know this set is just an MST. We don't find Montage Dragon, but we find Brain Control, which is just as good in this situation because we summon Double Fortress and we Brain and we attack for game and the opponent just leaves. So, I mean, yeah. This game... This was also some guy who left after 1, I think. Oh, yeah. He just full passes. And then we summon an 8100 Montage Dragon, and that's it. That's game. Oh, wait. He just, like, left in the middle of this game, actually, I think. I don't recall. I don't think anything really happens in this game. Well, how far do we get here? We draw 2. I think he summons, like, a Jane. I don't even know why I'm showing this, because he, like, leaves after this next turn. But you could see, you know, I decided to play around the Honest, obviously. Like, you could just YOLO the Montage in, try to go for lethal. Would it have been lethal? 8100. It would have been short of lethal, actually. It's probably not even worth doing, unless we wait and then use Cyber Valley and then go for it. Better to just play around Honest with this, but obviously the opponent just leaves and doesn't come back, so whatever. Final match up against, what is this, like, I think this was, what's it called? Dragoon? Destiny and Dragoon Turbo. It's a cool deck. So the opponent makes the Destiny and Dragoon here. We have a weird hand. We have, like, Cold Wave and Brain Control, which is insane. But we have Montage with, like, not enough things, is the problem. So I decided to go for the Brain Control play. We, like, kill their guy. Problem is, like, maybe we should be playing Caius, because if we could have just outed this stupid Dragoon. This game made me think I should be playing Caius. I mean, Caius is just a better card than Sphere of Chaos, let's be real, but searching Gallus is funny, so I wanted to try it out. So we do search the Gallus. We draw another Gallus, which is not great. We need to find a level 10, actually. Maybe we were too hasty to cut those level 10s down. Maybe we should actually just put Exodius back. I felt like we weren't drawing enough in these matches. But it would be okay if we just milled some level 10s, but then we don't mill level 10s either. So now we just, like, don't have lethal, and we don't have a way to clear this either, because it'll just bring back the Dragoon. So I guess we could Fader stay alive, but I don't know. I just felt like we needed to win that turn, you know what I'm saying? So it didn't work. And we went for it, and it didn't work out, basically. And then game number 2, he opens Future Fusion, okay. And then Rhoda for Stratos, and then runs over our dude. That's fine. I think, do we summon Gear Frame? We summon Gear Frame and then, like, drop Fortress. Of course, we only drop 1 because it's game 2 and got to worry about Cyber Dragon, which he does have in his hand. So he also has the Prisma that we saw him search. So that could theoretically turn into a Cyber Dragon as well. So obviously, got to play around it to the best of our ability there while still like getting aggressive and doing damage. And then I just assume all the back row are fake and none of them are real and decide to go for lethal. So we summon everything, and then he has Scapegoat, so we lose the duel, basically. So kind of lost the same way both these games where we felt like we needed to go for it and then just like couldn't quite do it. Yeah, the deck felt... This still feels like weirdly the best Monster Mash deck. I don't know. It seems so bad because there's so many like brick level 10s, but like somehow it just... The montage just hits different, man. As a 9k attack boss monster, just like randomly wins games. I think maybe we could put back the Exodius, have more level 10s, because it felt like we were a little lacking there. And definitely, probably shouldn't be playing Sphere of Chaos in here. You know, Caius the Shadow Monarch's a pretty good card. And basically any tribute monster is going to pale in comparison to it. So that's my thoughts on the deck. I think it's a decent way to approach Monster Mash. I don't know if it's good or not, but, you know, we had some fun games. So, yeah, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. I will see you tomorrow. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.